Frequency 103.5. It worked!
Frequency 103.5 has been selected.
Woo! This I can turn the volume up on the steering wheel. Love that. One of my other favorite features is I don't have to switch this when it gets dark out. I can just leave it as is. Alright, let's go back to satellite. The size of this car is really nice because it doesn't feel like you're driving a big car. I really do like that about this, the Passat. Like, I know it's a big car, but I don't feel like it is. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, it feels bigger because I've got the sunroof open and the windows are nice and big, but I think what I'm trying to say is handling it doesn't feel like I'm driving a big boat, a big gravy boat kind of car, which was my very first car. So I like that. It's easily handled, I guess, so to say. And perfect size for petite people like myself. Because it's safe, but I can still feel like it's not too big for me, like a big SUV or truck would be. Or even a larger, like Avalon or whatever the large size Toyotas and Hondas are. Testing the GPS.
The route is being calculated.
Thank you. Oh! It tells me there what to do. That's pretty cool. I don't have to look down, I can look right at my dashboard. And it's telling me to turn around. But I know where I'm going, unfortunately. It's my hometown, so. One thing too that I was talking to my coworker about, one thing he likes about cars is that it takes out the outside noise. And that's why he likes his car in particular, but he was asking me about this car, and I'm now paying attention to that, and I don't hear much of the outside. Obviously sirens you hear, but I don't hear the other cars around me, I don't hear the wind. Granted, I have the radio on, but even if I turned it all the way down, it's not like I could... I hear rain, obviously, on the window, but I don't necessarily hear cars whooshing by me. I hear a bus behind me because it's a bus, but... So that's a very good point about this car, and a selling point, in that it kind of shuts out the rest of the world, and you don't have to worry about the noise and the whooshing and the distractions. Oh, so you can sync up the systems if you want to. Interesting. I like that. Instead of it being just cool and cool, I can sync it up for my own. If I was here alone, or we had the same temperature needs. I like it. And the pre-settings. I don't know if this was on the tape earlier because we messed up the tape. But the programmable seat functions is good, especially if you have a couple per se, two people. One is tall, one is short, sharing the car, like my mother and father growing up. I always heard them talk about how every time my dad got in the car after my mom drove it, he'd say, some short person's been driving this car, and he'd have to scooch it back, and then when my mom would get in, she'd say, some tall person was driving this car, and joking, obviously they knew who was driving the car. But my point is that if they had this, it'd be much easier. They could find exactly where they had their seat, where they wanted it, versus having to readjust it a million times. So that is pretty clever. Volkswagen, pretty clever. And the lumbar support, very good. Make it nice and firm to keep your back support. I like it. It's good stuff. Sound system is fantastic! By the way, good speakers. Very good speakers. Good stopping. Good stopping. Good reaction. Good brakes. Good brakes. I'm getting 33.2 miles per gallon at the rate I'm going because traffic sucks. But that's good. That's better than my car. And I drive a Toyota, so very good. It's amazing that you don't need service for like 11 months. Once a year on these cars? That's amazing. Pretty cool. Picking up speed again, Volkswagen. I like it. Oh, I'm on a mountain. That's interesting. It's holding back. I don't even have to brake. It's holding back for me and not going faster than 40 miles an hour down the mountain. Because I'm on a mountain right now. Ha! That's pretty cool. Didn't kill my brakes on that at all. I have not noticed that in my car that I drive currently. It does not do that. The braked, whatever you want to say, broke, and it held it while I was going down the hill. Didn't have to keep depressing the brakes the whole time. Nice. It's a really pretty car. I know that's kind of like menial, but it really is. The interior, the exterior, it looks good. And I actually had somebody approach me. I parked the car at a Staples down the street from the dealership actually to go get something. And when I came back out, there was a man looking at the sticker, and he even said to me, "Sorry, I just was admiring your car. It's really pretty, and you know, how do you like the engine? How do you like how it rides?" And I said, "It's great. You know, got it from Congressional, and so it seems like it's a coveted vehicle, I guess. At least with this gentleman that I spoke to." And he went on his way, but I made sure I told him where I got it from.